The Vatican may be the world's smallest country, yet it hides billions in gold, art, land, and mysterious financial networks. Power stretches far beyond religion, shaping politics, banking, and culture for centuries. Secrets few truly understand? Let's dig in.
Chapter 1: The Roots of the Church's Wealth. The Vatican's wealth began with a simple concept: donations from the faithful. From the early days of the Catholic Church, believers were encouraged to give 1/10 of their income, known as the tithe. This practice became a stable financial foundation for the Church. Beyond this, kings, nobles, and wealthy merchants across Europe often donated vast lands as acts of devotion. Over time, these lands grew into highly valuable assets, producing rent, agricultural taxes, and long-term revenue. Moreover, the Church often inherited estates from noble families without heirs. Castles, farmlands, and even priceless artworks ended up under its control. By the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church had already become one of the largest landowners in Europe, making it not only a spiritual authority but also a tangible economic power. Chapter 2: The Vatican Bank and Financial Power. As Europe's financial world expanded during the Renaissance, the Church kept pace. In 1942, it founded the Institute for Works of Religion, IOR, better known as the Vatican Bank. Officially, it was established to manage charitable funds and church activities, but in practice its role was far broader. The Vatican Bank operated like a financial safe haven, renowned for its secrecy. For decades, it facilitated international fund transfers, investments, and the safekeeping of noble family fortunes. Controversies soon followed: allegations of money laundering, ties to the Italian mafia, and involvement in global banking scandals. Yet the Vatican Bank holds a unique position. Unlike ordinary banks, it falls under its own sovereign jurisdiction, protected by the independence of Vatican City. This makes it one of the most secretive financial institutions in the world, reinforcing the mysterious reputation of Vatican wealth. Chapter 3: Art, Gold, and Priceless Collections. Beyond money and land, the Vatican's wealth lies in its vast art and historical collections. The Vatican museums hold one of the world's most extensive and valuable repositories of art, including masterpieces by Michelangelo, Raphael, and other Renaissance giants. Its monetary worth is incalculable. If even a fraction were sold, it could rival the gold reserves of major nations. Alongside art, the Vatican owns significant amounts of gold stored in European and American banks, but the uniqueness of these holdings is not only their monetary value, it is also their symbolic worth. Every painting, statue, or manuscript represents cultural glory, reinforcing the Vatican's status as a center of civilization. By controlling such art and heritage, the Vatican wields soft power. These collections generate billions of dollars annually through tourism while also serving as instruments of diplomacy, framing the Vatican as a guardian of global heritage. Chapter 4: Political and Economic Alliances. The Vatican's history is inseparable from political alliances. From the Middle Ages to modern times, the Catholic Church built close ties with Europe's kingdoms. A king's support was often reciprocated with land grants, monopolies, or political protection. The most striking example is its relationship with the Medici family in Italy, powerful bankers who later produced popes. This relationship illustrates how spiritual and economic authority intertwined. Later, agreements such as the 1929 Lateran Treaty with Italy cemented the Vatican's sovereignty and brought in vast financial compensation. Through such alliances, the Vatican not only survived as a small entity surrounded by powerful states but also positioned itself as a central player in European geopolitics. Chapter 5: Scandals and Financial Mysteries. Behind its sacred aura lies a darker side. One of the most infamous scandals was the collapse of Banco Ambrosiano in the early 1980s. This bank had close ties to the Vatican, and its downfall caused losses of billions of dollars. The scandal deepened when Roberto Calvi, its chairman, was found hanging under a London bridge in suspicious circumstances. Additionally, the Vatican Bank has repeatedly faced accusations of international money laundering. Media reports have exposed alleged flows of funds from the Sicilian mafia and other criminal groups through its accounts. While some cases led to internal reforms, the Vatican's financial reputation remains cloaked in mystery. What is remarkable is the Church's resilience. Scandal after scandal never fully toppled its authority. In fact, these mysteries have only fueled the narrative of the Vatican's hidden financial power. Chapter 6: Strategies for Survival in the Modern Era. Entering the 20th and 21st centuries, the Vatican realized that traditional assets alone would not suffice. Diversification became the strategy. Real estate investments took center stage. The Vatican owns luxury properties in Rome, London, Paris, and New York. These buildings serve not only as diplomatic offices but also as highly profitable rentals. Beyond real estate, the Vatican has invested in stocks, bonds, and global corporations. Though details are rarely publicized, leaks reveal holdings in energy, technology, and even pharmaceuticals. Revenues from Catholic schools, universities, and hospitals worldwide also provide steady cash flow. This strategy shows the Vatican is not merely a religious institution but also a global asset manager. It combines traditional wealth with modern financial instruments, ensuring relevance in today's economic landscape. Chapter 7: The Symbol of Wealth versus Spirituality. Perhaps the greatest paradox is this: the Vatican preaches simplicity while possessing immense riches. Pope Francis, for instance, often warns of materialism's dangers, yet the institution he leads holds assets worth billions. For critics, this contradiction is troubling. Yet paradoxically, it strengthens the Vatican's allure. The fusion of spiritual symbolism and financial might creates a unique narrative. A religious body that is simultaneously one of the world's largest financial players. On the global stage, the Vatican is not just a center of faith but a center of power. Its wealth is not only about money but about legitimacy, stability, and influence. Chapter 8: Wealth and Philanthropy. Behind the Vatican's immense wealth, a portion of funds is directed toward global philanthropy. Hospitals, universities, Catholic schools, and humanitarian projects across continents reveal the social side of their riches. This strategy is not mere charity but a form of smart asset management. Funding social projects enhances reputation, diplomatic networks, and the Vatican's influence worldwide. Donations for international missions, disaster relief, and educational programs also give the Vatican unique access to global communities, while keeping funds and assets active and productive. In this way, wealth is not just stored, it circulates within an ecosystem that generates goodwill and long-term stability. The combination of philanthropy and financial management demonstrates that Vatican wealth is about more than numbers. It is a sustainable strategy that blends social impact with economic power. Closing. The Vatican's wealth is a unique blend of land, art, banking, and political strategy. Behind its spiritual facade lies a financial game that has endured for centuries. Ultimately, the Vatican's wealth game proves that true power is born from the fusion of spiritual authority and global financial control.